Jai Shri Ram. Friends, the consecration ceremony of Ram Temple is to be organized on January 22, 2024. After a long wait of about 492 years, and who knows how many generations were lost waiting for this day, who knows how many people lost their lives, and after fighting a long battle. The temple will be inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on January 24, 2024. After this, all the devotees will be able to have darshan of Ramlala and the doors of Sri Ram Temple will be opened for darshan. When the decision of the Supreme Court came that Sri Ram Temple will be built on Sri Ram Janmabhoomi in Ayodhya only. Due to this decision of the court, there was no limit to the happiness of the devotees in the country and abroad. But friends, think for a moment, there were such people even in the 16th century, whose dream was to see the Ram Temple in Ayodhya. In the history of 492 years from 1528 to 2020, there were many such turning points, there were many such people who contributed for the construction of Sri Ram Mandir, and even in the 18th century, there were people who went to court for the first time to get the rights of Ram Mandir. Fought a long battle in court, with people who are no longer with us. But his dream was to see Sri Ram Temple in his lifetime. But friends, we and you are so lucky that we are going to see Sri Ram Temple in Ayodhya in this lifetime. The Sri Ram Temple, which was demolished by Babur 492 years ago in 1528. But the day of August 5, 2020, when the Supreme Court's decision on the historic Ram Temple was recorded in golden letters. So friends, without any delay, let us know the history of Ram Temple, due to which the decision for Ram Temple came after so many controversies, and when and how the foundation of this controversy was laid. Let us take a look at the journey of Lord Sri Ram from the city of Ayodhya to the construction of Sri Ram Temple. Friends, I request you to watch this video completely and share this video with your friends as much as possible. Because friends, this is a battle which was not won overnight. Who knows how many people have lost their lives in this struggle, so that they can understand what is the meaning of the construction of Sri Ram Temple. Friends, it is said that the history of Ayodhya city is older than Tretayuga. Ayodhya city was settled by Vivasvan, son of Lord Sri Ram, Vivaswat Manu. Therefore, the rule of Suryavanshi kings in the city of Ayodhya continued till the Mahabharata period. Ayodhya, the city described by Maharishi Valmiki in Ramayana, was so beautiful that it was compared to heaven. It is said that after Lord Sri Ram took water samadhi, Ayodhya was in ruins for some time. But the palace built on Ayodhya land remained the same. Kush, son of Lord Sri Ram, once again rebuilt Ayodhya. After this construction, the next 44 generations of Suryavansh ruled Ayodhya. The city of Ayodhya was at its peak by the time of the last king, Brihadbal. Kaushalraj Brihadbal died at the hands of Arjuna's son Abhimanyu in the Mahabharata war. Ayodhya, the birthplace of Sri Ram, and the Sri Ram temple built here had to face attacks not once but many times. The history of Ayodhya's desolation and resettlement is described in mythological stories. About 100 years before Christ, Maharaja Vikramaditya, the Chakravarti emperor of Ujjain, reached Ayodhya one day while hunting. Having traveled a long distance, Maharaja Vikramaditya was quite tired. Therefore, he decided to rest with his army under a tree on the banks of river Saryu in Ayodhya. At that time there was dense forest all around, where there was no settlement even far away. When Maharaja Vikramaditya, while resting on the banks of river Saryu, started having some divine experiences on the land of Ayodhya, due to which he started searching around the forest, some yogis and saints nearby told Maharaja Vikramaditya that this was Ayodhya, the birthplace of Lord Sri Ram. Listening to the sages and saints, King Vikramaditya built a very beautiful, grand Sri Ram temple and palace in the city of Ayodhya. Many kings who came after Vikramaditya kept maintaining this temple from time to time. One of those kings, Pushyamitra Shunga, the first ruler of the Shunga dynasty, also got the Sri Ram temple renovated. Historians have found many such inscriptions during the excavation, in which an inscription of Pushyamitra has also been found during the excavation. According to historians, King Jechanth of Kannauj ruled Ayodhya for a long time in the 11th century AD. He had uprooted the inscriptions praising Emperor Vikramaditya from the Sri Ram temple in Ayodhya and got his name Jechanth written on them. Jechanth also died in a battle of Panipat. In the 14th century, the Mughal invasion in India had increased significantly, and the Mughal invaders started looting the temples of Kashi, Mathura as well as the Sri Ram temple in the city of Ayodhya and killing innocent priests. Continued the process of killing and breaking statues. But till now the Mughals had not been successful in damaging the Sri Ram temple of Ayodhya city. Despite facing many such attacks, the Lord Sri Ram temple in the city of Ayodhya somehow survived with its grandeur till the 14th century. Sri Ram temple was present in Ayodhya city even during the reign of Sikandar Lodi. By the end of the 14th century, the Mughals had almost taken control over the whole of India, and since then the history of temples in India started changing. The Mughals launched various campaigns to demolish many temples across India. One of them was the Sri Ram temple in the city of Ayodhya. Around 1527 to 1528, the Sri Ram temple was completely demolished and the Babri structure was erected. According to Baburnama, during Babur's stay in Ayodhya city in 1528, Babur had ordered one of his generals to build a mosque in place of the Ram temple built on the birthplace of Sri Ram. That commander, during his Bihar campaign, had completely demolished the Ram temple in Ayodhya city and constructed a mosque. This is also indicated by two messages during the excavation at Sri Ram Janmabhoomi, where the mosque was built. Some such messages are written on one of them, which means that, on the orders of the great ruler Babur, whose justice is talked about even in heaven, the kind-hearted Mir Baki gave complete shape to this place of angels. After this, during the reign of Akbar and Jahangir, there is mention of Hindus worshipping Sri Ram on a platform at the birthplace of Sri Ram in the city of Ayodhya. But the tyrannical ruler Aurangzeb fulfilled the dream of his ancestor Babur. By building a grand mosque here, it was named Babri Masjid, which was known as Babri Masjid till 1992. Friends, B is mentioned in 8 couplets of Goswami Tulsidas, in which Goswami Tulsidas is clearly saying that Mir Baki had demolished the Ayodhya Ram temple and built a mosque in its place. His historic decision on Ayodhya Ram Janmabhoomi, Babri Masjid dispute. While giving, the Supreme Court has also considered those Sikh scriptures as important evidence. According to which, the founder of Sikhism, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, had reached Ayodhya to visit the birthplace of Lord Sri Ram even before the invading ruler, Babur, came to India. When Guru Nanak Dev Ji came to Ayodhya between 1510 and 1511, Babri Masjid was not built yet. Babri Masjid was built in 1528. Regarding the dispute of Sri Ram temple and Babri Masjid, in the city of Ayodhya, the temple of Ram Janmabhoomi was built. The first riots in the surrounding area took place in 1853. Then in 1859, to stop this dispute, the British allowed Muslims to worship Sri Ram inside the structure and Hindus to worship on a platform. After this, for the first time in 1885, Mahant Raghbir Das filed a petition in the Faizabad court regarding the construction of Ram temple near Babri Masjid, which was completely rejected by the court. On December 23, 1949, a tremendous turn took place in the history of Ram Janmabhoomi temple came when the idol of Sri Ram was found inside Babri Masjid. Then this controversy increased so much that, ultimately, the then government had to lock Babri Masjid, considering it disputed. The prayers inside the mosque stopped, but outside the Ram Chabutra and in the rest of the complex, worship continued. From 1950, a legal battle started over the then disputed premises. Gopal Visharad and Ramchandra Das filed 2 applications in the Firozabad Civil Court for permission to worship Sri Ram Lala inside the disputed mosque structure and to allow his statue to remain there. In 1959, Nirmali Akara also filed a 3rd petition. In response, in 1961, the Apsuni Waqf Board filed an application to take back possession of the disputed site and remove the statues from inside the structure. 25 years later, in 1986, on a petition by U.C. Pandey, the district judge of Faizabad, K.M. Pandey, in a landmark judgment of February 1, 1986, ordered the removal of the lock from the disputed structure, and also allowed Hindus to worship. In August 1989, the Allahabad High Court took over the title suit from the Faizabad District Court, and ordered maintenance of status quo on the disputed land. The then government gave permission to lay the foundation stone near the disputed land of Vishwa Hindu Parishad. On December 6, 1992, lakhs of Karsavaks gathered in Ayodhya, associated with the Ram Janmabhoomi movement. A crowd of lakhs of workers of other organizations, including VHP and Shiv Sena, climbed the dome of the mosque at around 11:50 p.m. By around 4:30 a.m., the three domes of the mosque, the disputed structure, were demolished by the crowd of workers. Communal riots broke out across the country, in which more than 2,000 people were killed. The situation in the entire country started worsening. On this, the Supreme Court ordered to maintain status quo on that disputed land, and from December 6, 1992 till the Supreme Court's decision of November 9, 2019, Sri Ram Lalla remains seated in the same temporary tent. But the work of his worship and darshan continued. On September 30, 2010, 3 judges of the Allahabad High Court, by a majority decision of 2-1 judges, ruled that the disputed property would be divided among the 3 claimants, with 1/3 share going to Hindus, 1/3 share to Nirmohis, including Janmabhoomi, to the Akara, and ordered to give the 1/3 share to the Muslim side. In May 2011, the Supreme Court, after considering several petitions, stayed the High Court's decision. In subsequent years, efforts were made for mediation under the supervision of the Supreme Court, but no solution to the dispute was found. In the year 2019, the day finally came when the 5-member Constitution Bench of the Supreme Court, led by the then Chief Justice, Ranjan Gogoi, held a marathon hearing for 40 days, and on October 16, 2019, gave its verdict on this decades-old legal dispute, reserved the decision.
Finally, that historic day of November 9, 2019 came, when the Supreme Court settled this age-old dispute once and for all. The Supreme Court gave Lord Ram Lalla ownership of the entire disputed complex, ordered a separate 5-acre land to be provided for the mosque, and thus, after so many years of legal battle, finally the Lord Sri Ram Temple was built in Ayodhya. The decision to build it came. Friends, this was the story of Sri Ram Temple from the beginning to the end. Now once again in Ayodhya, the birthplace of Lord Sri Ram, a grand temple of Sri Ram Lalla is ready. On January 22, 2024, the consecration of the Grand Temple of Sri Ram Lalla will take place, and thus the years-long dispute comes to an end. Do you think the Supreme Court's decision has been justified? What is your opinion regarding Sri Ram Temple? Friends, we pray to God that all the people who have been martyred in the construction of Ram Temple must send this message to the devotees across the country, that their sacrifices did not go in vain. My only request to you is that on January 22nd, you must light a lamp in the name of Lord Sri Ram in your house and remember all the devotees who have been martyred for the construction of Sri Ram Temple. Today their dream has come true. This will be a true tribute from you to those Sri Ram devotees. That's all for today, friends. We hope that the whole story of the struggle of Sri Ram Temple has reached you. If you like the video, then like the channel and don't be stingy in subscribing and do write Jai Sri Ram, Jai Siya Ram, along with Jai Hanuman in the comment box.